With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 27, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
At the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
By the Cowboys.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The throwaway brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try again with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To the air again, Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. They're not even trying to do anything. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Ravens 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Dallas.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cook. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Looking to throw, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's third down.
Third down, and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down and
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Ravens 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
The running back.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check right. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just take a ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Check 52.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. Mark check 33.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Prescott
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
complete.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, with the score all tied.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3rd down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another carry now for Madison. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Past the 20.
Take off your helmet.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They go to Elliott again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Madison. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Prescott to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Number 88, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Quick edge. Come. Mike.
Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And he'll give it here to his running back. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And this one is right through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.